Daddy White, they built all his pyramids. April 9, 2189 AD, chapter 76. The universe runs all by itself. It doesn't need a God or me to run things. It moves along, and all we have to do is occupy it. Your watch needing a battery or our country needing laws, all a moot point. When my kingdom is established in a few weeks, all you have to do if your watch needs a new battery is simply go get one. If your neighbor needs help, you help him. It's all automatic. You must just live and do exactly what you want to do every minute of every day. Does that answer your question, Abe? Yes, thank you. And again, my apologies. Jesus, you have 2 minutes for a rebuttal. Thank you. What you have just heard, ladies and gentlemen, is the culmination of centuries of untruth. My esteemed colleague here, and I mean that sincerely, has for centuries piled untruth upon untruth. The end result is the untruths eventually become so numerous they are believed as true, and truth no longer exists for the believer. Mr. Lincoln's watch is Mr. Lincoln's watch. He bought it and paid for it. He has a receipt for it. Abe nodded, holding up his gold Rolex pendant for all to see. He is very proud of his watch. The practice of my colleague here is to say, Mr. Lincoln, no, that is not your watch, it is my watch. He will produce a false bill of sale and insist it is his watch, not Mr. Lincoln's. With persistence of the lie, Mr. Lincoln eventually will begin to doubt the watch is really his. My colleague Dr. Luke may even produce a corroborating witness. Mr. Lincoln may begin to doubt himself and might just surrender the watch to Dr. Luke and go and purchase another one. This is the MO of my colleague. He plants a seed of doubt, cultivates it, and eventually the untruth becomes truth. He did it in heaven and convinced over 300 billion angels to walk out of paradise. We were thrown out, Luke interjected. You chose the road, and it was a one-way road out of heaven, Jesus said sternly. Luke raised both his hands in submission. Next, my colleague did the same thing in Eden. He told Eve she wouldn't die. Ask Eve if she died. She's sitting in the fourth row. Jesus pointed at her, and she stood and nodded. What can I say? I wanted her body, Luke said. Nobody laughed at Luke's funny. No, sir, you wanted to control her body and her mind, and it worked. For over 6,000 years, your constant distortion of truth has worked. But the buck stopped here, my friend. Jesus held out both palms, revealing the thick, ugly scars in both his hands. Living truth and only truth is the only way of survival, the only way for life to exist. Everything my Father has said is true. The Bible has been an accurate prophetic forecast of world history. In coming days, prophecy will again be fulfilled. God is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus took a deep breath. There was no applause, but every eye was still on him.